Hello, everyone. I'm Natasha, your host for today. If you're new here, I'd like to tell you that we share new English learning videos every day to help you improve your English faster and more naturally. In today's episode, you will not only boost your English listening skills, but also grow your vocabulary in a way that makes your speech sound more natural and confident. We are going to explore 200 English words that Americans use in daily life, words you can start using today to sound more fluent and more connected to real-life English conversations. These are not just random words from a dictionary. They are the ones you hear in coffee shops, in workplaces, in friendly chats, and in everyday life across the United States. I'll explain their meaning, show you how they are used in real situations, and give you plenty of practice examples so you can start speaking with ease and confidence. By the end of this video, you'll be able to understand these words when you hear them, and more importantly, use them naturally when you speak. This is going to be a relaxed and friendly session, so just listen closely. Repeat after me when I ask you to, and imagine yourself using these words in your own daily life. Before we start, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon so you never miss any of our helpful English learning episodes. So, take a deep breath. Get comfortable, and let's begin building your vocabulary together. Let's start slowly with the first group of everyday words Americans use all the time. Our goal is not to just memorize them, but to feel how they sound and to imagine yourself using them in real life. So as I say each word, I'll also give you simple sentences and short practice exercises. You can repeat after me, and even say the sentences in your own way. This way, you're not just learning the words, you're learning how they live in everyday conversation. The first word is hey. Americans often use hey as a casual way of saying hello. It's friendly, quick, and relaxed. Imagine meeting a friend on the street. You smile and say, "Hey, how are you?" Try it with me now. "Hey, how are you?" Again. "Hey, how are you?" Notice the tone. It's warm and light, not formal. You can also use hey to get someone's attention. For example, "Hey, can you help me for a second?" Say it with me. "Hey, can you help me for a second?" The next word is yeah. This is the casual version of yes and is used constantly in spoken English. When someone asks, "Do you want some coffee?" you might say, "Yeah, that would be great." Repeat after me. "Yeah, that would be great." Again. "Yeah, that would be great." You can even stretch the sound a little to show friendliness. "Yeah, sure. Try that now." "Yeah, sure." Now we have cool. In American English, cool is not just about temperature, it's about approval. If someone tells you good news, you can simply say, "Cool." For example, "I got a new job." Cool. Try saying that with me. Cool. Or in a sentence, "That's a cool idea." Repeat after me. "That's a cool idea." Here's another very common word. Okay. Or just okay. You'll hear it everywhere. It can mean agreement, understanding, or that something is acceptable. For example, let's meet at 5. Okay. Repeat after me. Okay. You can also use it to check if someone understands. You need to take this bus, okay? Try it with me. You need to take this bus, okay? Next is really. Americans use really in two main ways: to show interest or to emphasize something. If someone says, "I'm moving to New York," you might reply, "Really? That's exciting." Say it with me. Really? That's exciting. You can also use it to add force to what you say. That was really good pizza. Repeat after me. That was really good pizza. Now let's practice with a mini conversation using these words together. I'll say a sentence, and you repeat it after me. Hey, how are you? Yeah, I'm doing well, thanks. Cool, I'm glad to hear that. Okay, let's go get some coffee. Really? That sounds great. The next word is sure. This is often used to agree to something politely. If someone says, "Can you pass me the salt?" you can reply, "Sure." Say it now. Sure. Or in a longer sentence, "Sure, I can help you with that." Repeat, "Sure, I can help you with that." Another common one is thanks. Americans say thanks or thank you often, even for small things. It's a habit of politeness. For example, here's your coffee. Thanks. Repeat. Thanks. You can make it stronger by saying, "Thanks a lot," or "Thank you so much." Try it with me. Thank you so much. Now we have nope. This is the casual way of saying no. It's friendly and informal. If someone asks, "Do you want dessert?" and you don't, you can simply say, "Nope, I'm full." Repeat after me. Nope, I'm full. Let's do a quick speaking practice. Imagine a friend offers you a cookie, but you don't want one. You smile and say, "Nope, I'm good." Say it with me. Nope, I'm good. The next one is, all right. This can mean okay or fine, and it's used a lot. If someone says, "Let's get started," you can say, "All right, try it now." All right? Or in a sentence, "All right, I'll see you later." Repeat, "All right, I'll see you later." Another word is maybe. It's used when you're not completely sure. For example, "Are you coming to the party?" Maybe, I'm not sure yet. Say it with me. Maybe, I'm not sure yet. Let's put a few together for practice. Repeat each one after me. Hey, how are you? Yeah, I'm fine, thanks. Cool, let's go for a walk. Okay, let's do it. Really? That sounds fun. Sure, why not? Thanks for inviting me. Nope, I can't stay too long. All right, I'll just come for a little while. Maybe I'll bring a friend too. The next everyday word is sorry. Americans use sorry for more than just big mistakes. It's common to say sorry, even if you bump into someone a little, or if you interrupt. For example, "Sorry, can I ask you something?" Repeat after me. Sorry, can I ask you something? You can also make it softer by saying, I'm sorry about that. Try that now. I'm sorry about that. Now let's practice a small scene. Imagine you accidentally interrupt someone's conversation. You say, "Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt." Try it. "Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt." We also have, well. This word is often used at the start of a sentence to show you are thinking or deciding. For example, "Well, I guess we can go now." Say it with me. "Well, I guess we can go now." It makes your speech sound more natural. Here's another one. This is more of a sound than a word, but Americans use it to show they are thinking. If someone asks, "What should we eat?" you might say, maybe pizza." Try that now. Maybe pizza. Now, look. This is not just for seeing with your eyes. In conversation, it's used to focus someone's attention. For example, "Look, I just think we should try something different." Repeat. "Look, I just think we should try something different." Let's close this first practice with a mini role play. Repeat after me. "Hey, how are you?" "Yeah, I'm okay, thanks." "Cool, what are you doing later?" "Well, I was thinking of going out." Maybe we can go together." "Sure, that sounds good." "Thanks for the invite." "Nope, it's no problem at all." "All right, see you soon." Let's keep building your list of everyday American words. The more you hear them and say them, the more natural they will feel. Remember, our goal is not to just remember the word, but to connect it to feelings, situations, and tone. So listen closely, repeat after me, and imagine you're really in the situation I describe. The next word is right. In American English, right is not only about direction, it can mean correct or I agree. For example, "It's hot today, right?" Try it with me. "It's hot today, right?" You can also use it to agree with someone. If your friend says, "That movie was amazing," you might reply, "Right, I loved it too." Repeat, "Right, I loved it too." Now we have exactly. This is used to strongly agree with someone. If someone says, "We should focus on quality, not just speed," you can reply, "Exactly." Try that now. Exactly. Or in a longer sentence. Exactly. That's what I was thinking. Repeat. Exactly. That's what I was thinking. Another very common word is surely. Americans use it when they're confident something is true. For example, "Surely you don't believe that." Try it with me. "Surely you don't believe that." Let's bring in anyway. This is a word you'll hear in casual conversation when changing the subject or returning to the main point. Imagine two friends talking and one says, "Anyway, let's get back to what we were saying." Repeat after me. Anyway, let's get back to what we were saying. The next one is awesome. This is a friendly, enthusiastic way to say something is great. If someone tells you they passed their exam, you can say, "Awesome." Say it with me. Awesome. Or in a sentence, "That's awesome news." Repeat. That's awesome news. Here's by the way. It's often used to add extra information. For example, by the way. "Hi, your jacket looks nice." Say it with me. "By the way, your jacket looks nice." Now let's have actually. This is used to give a fact or correct something. For example, actually, I've never been there. Repeat after me. Actually, I've never been there. Or, actually, I think we should leave earlier. Say it with me. Actually, I think we should leave earlier. The next word is seriously. This can mean you really mean what you say. If someone doesn't believe you, you can say, seriously, it's true. Try that now. Seriously, it's true. Let's try a quick practice scene. Repeat after me. That's awesome news. Actually, I already told Mark about it. By the way, he was really happy to hear it. Seriously, that's great. Exactly. I think it's a good sign. Now we have perhaps. It's another way to say maybe, but it sounds a little softer or more formal. For example, perhaps we could try a different restaurant. Repeat. Perhaps we could try a different restaurant. Next is guess. As a verb, it's used when you're making an assumption. For example, I guess it might rain later. Say it with me. I guess it might rain later. It can also be used when you are not completely sure. I guess so. Repeat. I guess so. Let's add literally. In conversation, people use it for emphasis, often to mean really. For example, I was literally running all day. Say it with me. I was literally running all day. Another word is anytime. This is often said after thank you, meaning you're happy to help. For example, thanks for your help. Anytime. Repeat after me. Anytime. The next one is pretty, not just for appearance. In American English, it's often used to mean quite or fairly. For example, I'm pretty sure we'll win. Try it with me. I'm pretty sure we'll win. Now let's do a connected practice conversation. Repeat after me. That's awesome. Me. Actually, I think we should celebrate. By the way, are you free tonight? Perhaps, but I'm not sure yet. I guess we can decide later. I'm pretty excited about it. Thanks for inviting me. Anytime. Another common everyday word is though. It's often added at the end of a sentence to contrast something. For example, I like that cafe. It's a bit expensive though. Repeat. It's a bit expensive though. Now we have exactly. We've seen it before, but let's use it in a different way. This is exactly what I needed. Say it with me. This is exactly what I needed. Here's come on. Used to encourage or to express disbelief. For example, come on, you can do it. Repeat. Come on, you can do it. Or, come on, that's not true. Say it with me. Come on, that's not true. The next one is whoa. This is an expression of surprise. For example, whoa, that's amazing. Try it now. Whoa, that's amazing. Let's practice with a short scene. Repeat after me. Whoa, you look different today. Come on, it's just a new haircut. It looks awesome though. Exactly, it suits you perfectly. Thanks for noticing. Anytime. Let's keep going and add more everyday American words to your vocabulary. Remember, the aim is not just to understand these words, but to feel confident using them in your own conversations. As we go along, imagine real situations where you could say these words naturally. The next word is yup. This is another casual way to say yes. It feels friendly, quick, and relaxed. For example, do you want to go for a walk? Yup, let's go. Say it with me. Yup, let's go. You can also say it with a smile to make it sound even warmer. Yup, I'd love to. Repeat. Yup, I'd love to. Now we have nah. This is the casual opposite of yup. It's a friendly way to say no. For example, do you want another drink? Nah, I'm good. Say it with me. Nah, I'm good. Another example. Nah, maybe later. Repeat. Nah, maybe later. Here's buddy. Americans use buddy to mean friend, especially in a casual or friendly tone. For example, hey buddy, how's it going? Say it with me. Hey buddy, how's it going? Or, thanks buddy, I appreciate it. Repeat. Thanks buddy, I appreciate it. The next word is dude. This is another casual word for a friend, often used between younger people or in relaxed situations. For example, dude, that's amazing. Say it with me. Dude, that's amazing. Or, dude, you won't believe what happened. Repeat. Dude, you won't believe what happened. Now let's practice with a mini scene. Repeat after me. Hey buddy, how's it going? Yup, I'm doing great. Dude, did you see that? Nah, what happened? Next is totally. Americans use this to strongly agree. For example, that movie was great. Totally. Say it with me. Totally. Or, I totally understand what you mean. Repeat. I totally understand what you mean. The word fine is also common. It can mean okay or acceptable. For example, how are you? I'm fine, thanks. Say it with me. I'm fine, thanks. It can also be used to mean good enough, in a softer tone. It's fine, don't worry about it. Repeat. It's fine, don't worry about it. Another very common one is oops. This is said when you make a small mistake. For example, if you drop something, you might say, oops, sorry. Say it with me. Oops, sorry. Or, oops, I forgot to call you. Repeat. Oops, I forgot to call you. The next word is sure thing. This is an easygoing way to agree to do something. For example, can you help me with this? Sure thing. Say it now. Sure thing. Or, sure thing, I'll take care of it. Repeat. Sure thing, I'll take care of it. Let's have sounds good. This is used to agree with a plan. For example, let's meet at 3. Sounds good. Say it with me. Sounds good. Or, sounds good to me. Repeat. Sounds good to me. Here's what's up. This is a casual greeting. That means, how are you? Or, what's going on? For example, hey, what's up? Say it with me. Hey, what's up? You can answer with something like, not much, just relaxing. Repeat. Not much, just relaxing. Now, let's try a practice scene. Repeat after me. Hey, what's up? Not much, just working. Sounds good. I'll see you later. Sure thing. Oops, I forgot to bring the book. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Another common everyday word is maybe later. It's a polite way to say you're not ready now. For example, do you want dessert? Maybe later. Say it with me. Maybe later. Next is no worries. This is often used to say it's okay or don't worry about it. For example, sorry I'm late. No worries. Say it with me. No worries. Or thanks for waiting. No worries at all. Repeat. No worries at all. We also have gotcha. This is short for I've got you or I understand you. For example, so we meet at 5. Gotcha. Say it now. Gotcha. Another example. Gotcha, I'll be there on time. Repeat. Gotcha, I'll be there on time. Here's you bet. This is another friendly way to say of course or sure. For example, thanks for your help. You bet. Say it with me. You bet. Or you bet. Happy to help. Repeat. You bet. Happy to help. Let's practice with a connected conversation. Repeat after me. Hey dude, what's up? Not much, buddy. Just relaxing. Yup, same here. Want to go for a walk? Nah, maybe later. No worries, we can go tomorrow. Sounds good. You bet. Let's keep the momentum going and add more of these everyday American words that will make your conversations sound natural and friendly. Remember to speak them out loud with me, feel their rhythm, and imagine using them in real situations. The more you do this, the faster these words will become part of your everyday English. The next word is exactly right. You might have heard exactly on its own, but exactly right is a stronger way to confirm something. For example, if someone says, "So, we meet at the library at 4?" You can reply, "Exactly right." Say it with me. Exactly right. Another example. You understood my idea exactly right. Repeat. You understood my idea exactly right. Here's nope, not really. This is a casual way of saying no, while softening it. For example, do you like spicy food? Nope, not really. Say it with me. Nope, not really. Next is kinda. This is a relaxed way of saying kind of. For example, are you tired? Kinda, but I'm okay. Say it with me. Kinda, but I'm okay. Or, it's kinda cold outside. Repeat. It's kinda cold outside. Now we have sorta. Similar to kinda, but a little less common. For example, are you ready? Sorta, I still have a few things to do. Say it with me. Sorta, I still have a few things to do. Another everyday one is uh-huh. This is a sound, but it means yes in casual conversation. If someone is telling you a story, you can nod and say, uh-huh, to show you're listening. Try it now. Uh-huh. And of course, we also have uh-uh. This is the casual sound for no. It's often said with a shake of the head. For example, did you eat the last cookie? Uh-uh. Say it with me. Uh-uh. Now, let's try a mini scene with these. Repeat after me. Are you coming to the park later? Kinda, but I'm still working. So, 5 o'clock then? Exactly right. Do you want me to bring snacks? Nope, not really, I've got some. You didn't eat the chips, did you? Uh-uh. The next word is anyways. It's like anyway, but used even more casually. It's often used to change the subject. For example, anyways, what were we talking about? Say it with me. Anyways, what were we talking, about? Here's alrighty. This is a cheerful way to say all right. For example, alrighty, let's get going. Repeat, alrighty, let's get going. Next is yikes. This is used to show surprise, shock, or even mild fear. For example, yikes, that's a big spider. Say it with me. Yikes, that's a big spider. Or, yikes, that was close. Repeat. Yikes, that was close. We also have phew. This is an expression of relief. For example, phew, I finished the work on time. Say it with me. Phew, I finished the work on time. Another is wow. You probably know this one. It's used for amazement. Wow, that's incredible. Repeat. Wow, that's incredible. Or, wow, I didn't expect that. Say it now. Wow, I didn't expect that. Now we have whoops. This is used when you make a little mistake. For example, whoops, I almost forgot my bag. Say it with me. Whoops, I almost forgot my bag. Let's practice these in a connected conversation. Repeat after me. Wow, this place is huge. Yikes, the prices are high too. Phew, I'm glad we found a cheaper one. Whoops, I forgot my wallet. Alrighty, let's go back to the car. Anyways, we can come here another time. The next everyday word is gonna. This is short for going to, and Americans use it constantly in casual speech. For example, I'm gonna call you later. Say it with me. I'm gonna call you later. Or, it's gonna rain soon. Repeat. It's gonna rain soon. Here's wanna, short for want to. For example, do you want to watch a movie? Say it with me. Do you want to watch a movie? Or, I want to learn how to cook. Repeat. I want to learn how to cook. Another one is gotta, short for got to or have got to. For example, I gotta go now. Say it with me. I gotta go now. Or, you gotta see this. Repeat. You gotta see this. Let's put them together. Repeat after me. I'm gonna visit my parents tomorrow. Do you wanna come with me? I can't. I gotta finish my project. The next word is lemme, short for let me. For example, let me help you. Me. Now with that, say it with me. Let me help you with that. Or, let me check my phone. Repeat. Let me check my phone. Finally, for this section, we have gimme, short for give me. For example, gimme a second to finish this. Say it with me. Gimme a second to finish this. Or, gimme some water, please. Repeat. Gimme some water, please. Now let's practice with a little story. Repeat after me. Hey, do you want to go to the park? Sure, but I gotta finish my homework first. Okay, I'm gonna wait here. Give me a few minutes and we can go. Alrighty, I'll just read while you finish. Phew, I'm glad we have time before sunset. Wow, it's such a nice day. Let's keep going and bring in more words and phrases that you will hear every single day in American English. Remember to listen to the way they sound, repeat them aloud, and imagine yourself using them in real conversations. This is how they become natural for you. The next one is, hang on. This means, wait a moment. For example, hang on, I need to grab my bag. Say it with me. Hang on, I need to grab my bag. Or, hang on, I'll check the answer for you. Repeat. Hang on, I'll check the answer for you. Here's, hold on. It's similar to hang on, and also means wait a moment, but sometimes it's used on the phone. For example, hold on, I have another call. Say it now. Hold on, I have another call. Now we have come in. This is used when inviting someone inside. For example, hi, come in and have a seat. Say it with me. Hi, come in and have a seat. The next is come over. This means to visit someone's place. For example, you should come over for dinner. Repeat. You should come over for dinner. Or, can I come over later? Say it with me. Can I come over later? Another useful one is check out. It can mean to look at something or to leave a hotel. For example, you should check out this new cafe. Say it with me. You should check out this new cafe. Or, we have to check out before noon. Repeat. We have to check out before noon. Here's figure out. This means to find the answer or understand something. For example, I need to figure out how to use this app. Say it with me. I need to figure out how to use this app. Now we have find out. It means to discover information. For example, I just found out the party is canceled. Say it with me. I just found out the party is canceled. Let's do a mini scene. Repeat after me. Hang on, let me get my phone. Okay, I'll hold on. You should come over sometime. Sure, I'll check out my schedule. I still need to figure out how to get there. Don't worry, you'll find out soon. The next phrase is give up. This means to stop trying. For example, don't give up on your dreams. Say it with me. Don't give up on your dreams. Or, I can't solve this puzzle. I give up. Repeat. I give up. Here's keep going. It means to continue. For example, you're doing great. Keep going. Say it with me. You're doing great. Keep going. Now we have calm down. This means to relax or become less upset. For example, take a deep breath and calm down. Say it with me. Take a deep breath and calm down. Another is cheer up. This means to become happier. For example, cheer up, things will get better. Say it with me. Cheer up, things will get better. Here's watch out. This means be careful. For example, watch out, the floor is wet. Say it with me. Watch out, the floor is wet. The next one is look out. Similar to watch out. It's used when there's danger nearby. For example, look out, there's a car coming. Repeat. Look out, there's a car coming. Let's put these in a little practice. Repeat after me. Don't give up now, keep going. Watch out for the steps. Calm down, it's going to be fine. Cheer up, we'll figure it out together. The next is break down. This can mean a machine stops working or a person becomes very upset. For example, my car broke down on the way to work. Say it with me. My car broke down on the way to work. Or, she broke down in tears. Repeat. She broke down in tears. Here's set up. It means to arrange or prepare something. For example, let's set up the chairs before the guests arrive. Say it with me. Let's set up the chairs before the guests arrive. Now we have pick up. This can mean to lift something or to collect someone. For example, can you pick up that book? Say it with me. Can you pick up that book? Or, I'll pick you up at the station. Repeat. I'll pick you up at the station. Another one is drop off. This means to take someone or something to a place and leave them there. For example, I'll drop you off at school. Say it with me. I'll drop you off at school. Let's make a practice conversation. Repeat after me. Can you pick me up at 5? Sure, I'll drop you off at the mall afterward. Okay, I'll set up the table for dinner. Great, don't give up on finding that recipe. Hang on, I'll check out the instructions again. The next everyday phrase is turn on. This means to start something, like a machine or light. For example, turn on the TV. Say it with me. Turn on the TV. Here's turn off, the opposite of turn on. For example, turn off the lights before you leave. Repeat. Turn off the lights before you leave. Now we have put on. This means to wear something. For example, put on your shoes. Say it with me. Put on your shoes. The next is take off. This can mean to remove something, or when a plane leaves the ground. For example, take off your jacket. Repeat. Take off your jacket. Or, the plane will take off in 10 minutes. Say it with me. The plane will take off in 10 minutes. Let's practice with a short connected scene. Repeat after me. Turn on the radio, please. Sure, but let me turn off the fan first. Okay, I'll put on my sweater. It's warm, you can take it off later if you want. Sounds good, I'll hang on while you get ready. Let's keep going with more everyday words and expressions that Americans use all the time. As always, listen closely, repeat out loud, and picture yourself using these words in your own daily situations. The next phrase is hurry up. This means to do something faster. For example, hurry up, we're going to be late. Say it with me. Hurry up, we're going to be late. Or, hurry up, the show is starting. Repeat. Hurry up, the show is starting. Here's slow down, the opposite of hurry up. It means to go more slowly. For example, slow down, you're driving too fast. Say it with me. Slow down, you're driving too fast. Or, slow down, you're speaking too quickly. Repeat. Slow down, you're speaking too quickly. Now we have wake up. This means to stop sleeping. For example, I wake up at 7 every day. Say it with me. I wake up at 7 every day. Or, wake up, it's time for school. Repeat. Wake up, it's time for school. The next is get up. This means to rise from bed. For example, I get up and make coffee every morning. Say it with me. I get up and make coffee every morning. Or, come on, get up, it's late. Repeat. Come on, get up, it's late. Another useful one is sit down. This means to take a seat. For example, please sit down and relax. Say it with me. Please sit down and relax. Here's stand up. The opposite of sit down. For example, stand up when your name is called. Repeat. Stand up when your name is called. Now let's try a quick scene using these. Repeat after me. Wake up, it's morning. Okay, I'll get up now. Sit down and have breakfast. All right, but hurry up. The bus will come soon. Slow down. We still have 10 minutes. The next word is lie down. This means to rest in a flat position. For example, I'm going to lie down for a while. Say it with me. I'm going to lie down for a while. Or, lie down and close your eye. Repeat. Lie down and close your eyes. Here's work out. This means to exercise. For example, I work out 3 times a week. Say it with me. I work out 3 times a week. Or, we should work out together. Repeat. We should work out together. Now we have try on. This means to put on clothes to see if they fit. For example, I'm going to try on this jacket. Say it with me. I'm going to try on this jacket. The next is give back. This means to return something. For example, please give back the book when you're done. Repeat. Please give back the book when you're done. Another is pay back. This means to return borrowed money. For example, I'll pay back the money tomorrow. Say it with me. I'll pay back the money tomorrow. Here's run out. This means to have no more of something. For example, we ran out of milk. Say it with me. We ran out of milk. Or, I'm running out of time. Repeat. I'm running out of time. Now, let's practice in a conversation. Repeat after me. I'm going to lie down for a bit. Okay, but don't run out of time before the meeting. All right, I'll get up soon. By the way, give back my pen before you leave. Sure, I'll pay back the money tomorrow too. The next phrase is fill up. This means to make something full. For example, please fill up the water bottle. Say it with me. Please fill up the water bottle. Or, I need to fill up the car with gas. Repeat. I need to fill up the car with gas. Here's clean up. This means to make a place tidy. For example, let's clean up the kitchen after dinner. Say it with me. Let's clean up the kitchen after dinner. Now we have wash up. This can mean to wash your hands or face, or to clean dishes. For example, wash up before dinner. Repeat. Wash up before dinner. The next is show up. This means to arrive at a place. For example, she didn't show up for the meeting? Mo. Say it with me. She didn't show up for the meeting? Or, I'll show up early to help. Repeat. I'll show up early to help. Another common one is look for. This means to search for something. For example, I'm looking for my keys. Say it with me. I'm looking for my keys. Or, can you help me look for my phone? Repeat. Can you help me look for my phone? Let's create a quick practice story. Repeat after me. I showed up at the park early. I was looking for you, but you didn't come. Sorry, I had to clean up my room first. It's fine. I'll fill up the water bottles and we can go. The next phrase is throw away. This means to put something in the trash. For example, throw away the old papers. Say it with me. Throw away the old papers. Here's put away. This means to place something in its proper spot. For example, please put away your shoes. Repeat. Please put away your shoes. Now we have take out. This can mean to remove something or to go out with someone. For example, take out the trash. Say it with me. Take out the trash. Or, he's going to take her out for dinner. Repeat. He's going to take her out for dinner. Another is bring back. This means to return with something. For example, don't forget to bring back the umbrella. Say it with me. Don't forget to bring back the umbrella. Let's finish with a mini scene. Repeat after me. Can you take out the trash? Sure, and I'll throw away these old magazines. Thanks. I'll put away the clean dishes. Don't forget to bring back the shopping bags. Got it. I'll show up early tomorrow to help again. Let's keep adding more useful words and expressions that you can hear and use every single day in American English. As always, listen closely, repeat after me, and imagine yourself using them in natural, real situations. The next phrase is come back. This means to return to a place. For example, please come back soon. Say it with me. Please come back soon. Or, I'll come back after lunch. Repeat. I'll come back after lunch. Here's go back. This means to return to a place you were before. For example, we need to go back to the store. Say it with me. We need to go back to the store. Now we have get back. This is similar, but it can also mean to receive something again. For example, I'll get back to you later with the answer. Say it with me. I'll get back to you later with the answer. Or, I hope I get back my book soon. Repeat. I hope I get back my book soon. The next is move in. This means to start living in a new place. For example, we're going to move in next week. Say it with me. We're going to move in next week. Here's move out. This means to leave the place where you live. For example, they decided to move out of their apartment. Say it with me. They decided to move out of their apartment. Another useful one is grow up. This means to become an adult. For example, I grew up in a small town. Say it with me. I grew up in a small town. Or, what do you want to be when you grow up? Repeat. What do you want to be when you grow up? Now let's do a mini scene with these. Repeat after me. When did you move in? Last month, but I might move out next year. I grew up near here. Really? I might come back to visit sometime. Okay, I'll get back to you with the date. The next phrase is break up. This can mean to end a relationship or for something to stop working. For example, they decided to break up after 2 years. Say it with me. They decided to break up after 2 years. Or, the call is breaking up. I can't hear you. Repeat. The call is breaking up. I can't hear you. Here's make up. This has different meanings. It can mean to become friends again or to create something. For example, we had a fight, but we made up. Say it with me. We had a fight, but we made up. Or, kids like to make up stories. Repeat, kids like to make up stories. Now we have show off. This means to try to impress people. For example, he likes to show off his new car. Say it with me. He likes to show off his new car. The next is work on. This means to spend time improving something. For example, I'm working on my English skills. Say it with me. I'm working on my English skills. Or, she's working on a new project. Repeat. She's working on a new project. Another common one is deal with. This means to handle or manage something. For example, I can deal with the problem later. Say it with me. I can deal with the problem later. Here's agree with. This means to have the same opinion. For example, I agree with your idea. Say it with me. I agree with your idea. Let's put these into a little practice conversation. Repeat after me. I'm working on my new project. I agree with your plan. It's smart. Don't try to show off too much, though. Don't worry, I can deal with it. All right, I'll get back to work now. The next phrase is rely on. This means to depend on someone or something. For example, you can rely on me to be there. Say it with me. You can rely on me to be there. Or, we rely on the internet for information. Repeat. We rely on the internet for information. Here's look after. This means to take care of someone or something. For example, can you look after my dog while I'm away? Say it with me. Can you look after my dog while I'm away? Now we have look into. This means to investigate or find out more. For example, I'll look into the problem and call you back. Say it with me. I'll look into the problem and call you back. The next is run into. This means to meet someone unexpectedly. For example, I ran into an old friend yesterday. Say it with me. I ran into an old friend yesterday. Another useful one is bump into. This is similar to run into and also means to meet by chance. For example, I bumped into my teacher at the mall. Say it with me. I bumped into my teacher at the mall. Let's practice a quick scene. Repeat after me. I ran into Mark yesterday. Really? I bumped into Sarah last week too. That's funny. Maybe we'll all meet again soon. You can rely on me to set it up. Great. I'll look into a good place for us. The next phrase is look forward to. This means to be excited about something in the future. For example, I look forward to seeing you. Say it with me. I look forward to seeing you. Or, she's looking forward to the weekend. Repeat. She's looking forward to the weekend. Here's care about. This means something is important to you. For example, I care about my friends. Say it with me. I care about my friends. Or, he cares about the environment. Repeat. He cares about the environment. Now we have believe in. This means to have confidence in someone or something. For example, I believe in you. Say it with me. I believe in you. Or, they believe in hard work. Repeat. They believe in hard work. Let's practice a mini story. Repeat after me. I believe in working hard and helping others. I care about making people happy. I'm looking forward to the weekend so I can relax. Yesterday, I bumped into an old friend and we made plans to meet again. You can rely on me to be there. Let's keep building your vocabulary with more everyday American words and phrases that you will hear in real conversations all the time. As always, speak them with me, feel the rhythm, and imagine how you would use them in your own life. The next phrase is, come along. This means to join someone. For example, we're going to the park. Want to come along? Say it with me. We're going to the park. Want to come along? Or, she came along with us to the concert. Repeat. She came along with us to the concert. Here's, go along. This can mean to agree or to continue with something. For example, I'll go along with your idea. Say it with me. I'll go along with your idea. Or, we'll see how things go along. Repeat. We'll see how things go along. Now we have carry on. This means to continue doing something. For example, please carry on with your work. Say it with me. Please carry on with your work. Or, they carried on talking until late at night. Repeat. They carried on talking until late at night. The next is cut out. This can mean to stop doing something or to remove something. For example, you should cut out eating too much sugar. Say it with me. You should cut out eating too much sugar. Or, cut out the picture from the magazine. Repeat. Cut out the picture from the magazine. Here's cut down. This means to reduce. For example, I'm trying to cut down on coffee. Say it with me. I'm trying to cut down on coffee. Another useful one is fill in. This can mean to complete something or to give missing information. For example, please fill in this form. Say it with me. Please fill in this form. Or, can you fill me in on what happened? Repeat. Can you fill me in on what happened? Now, let's use these in a little conversation. Repeat after me. Do you want to come along to the meeting? Sure, I'll go along with your plan. All right, carry on and finish the report. Okay, I'll just cut out the extra details. Good idea. I'm trying to cut down on extra work too. Fill me in when you're done. The next phrase is hand in. This means to submit something. For example, please hand in your assignment by Friday. Say it with me. Please hand in your assignment by Friday. Here's hand out. This means to give something to people. For example, the teacher will hand out the exam papers now. Say it with me. The teacher will hand out the exam papers now. Now we have point out. This means to show or mention something. For example, I'd like to point out a mistake in the report. Say it with me. I'd like to point out a mistake in the report. The next is sort out. This means to solve a problem. For example, we need to sort out the seating arrangements. Say it with me. We need to sort out the seating arrangements. Another common one is call off. This means to cancel. For example, they called off the picnic because of rain. Say it with me. They called off the picnic because of rain. Here's put off. This means to delay something. For example, we had to put off the meeting until next week. Say it with me. We had to put off the meeting until next week. Let's connect these into a scene. Repeat after me. The school had to call off the sports day. Yes, they put it off until next month. The teacher will hand out the new schedule soon. I'll hand in my form tomorrow. Please point out if there are any mistakes. All right, we'll sort out everything before then. The next phrase is run over. This can mean to hit something with a vehicle or to take more time than planned. For example, the meeting ran over by 10 minutes. Say it with me. The meeting ran over by 10 minutes. Here's run out of. This means to use all of something. For example, we ran out of milk. Say it with me. We ran out of milk. Or, I've run out of ideas. Repeat. I've run out of ideas. Now we have check-in. This means to register or report your arrival. For example, we need to check in at the hotel before 3 p.m. Say it with me. We need to check in at the hotel before 3 p.m. The next is check out of. This means to leave and pay your bill at a hotel. For example, we'll check out of the hotel tomorrow morning. Repeat. We'll check out of the hotel tomorrow morning. Another useful one is drop by. This means to visit for a short time without planning. For example, I might drop by your place later. Say it with me. I might drop by your place later. Here's call back. This means to return a phone call. For example, say it with me. I'll call you back in 10 minutes. Let's put these into a quick practice. Repeat after me. I'll drop by tomorrow to hand in the papers. Thanks, I'll call you back if I need more details. We ran out of snacks at the party. Yeah, the event ran over because of the speeches. Don't forget to check in when you arrive. Sure, and I'll check out of the hotel before noon. The next phrase is hold back. This means to stop yourself from doing something. For example, she held back her tears during the speech. Say it with me. She held back her tears during the speech. Here's let go. This can mean to release or to stop holding on to something. For example, let go of the rope slowly. Say it with me. Let go of the rope slowly. Or, sometimes you have to let go of the past. Repeat. Sometimes you have to let go of the past. Now we have make out. This can mean to see or understand something with difficulty. For example, I couldn't make out what he was saying. Say it with me. I couldn't make out what he was saying. The next is pick out. This means to choose something. For example, help me pick out a gift for her. Say it with me. Help me pick out a gift for her. Let's close this part with a connected conversation. Repeat after me. Can you help me pick out a movie for tonight? Sure, but let's not run over our time. I need to wake up early. Okay, I'll drop by after work. Thanks, and I'll call you back when I'm done shopping. All right, I'll try to hold back from buying too many snacks. Good idea. And remember, sometimes you just have to let go and have fun. Let's keep going and explore more everyday American words and expressions. The more you say them with me, the more natural they'll feel when you use them in real life. Imagine each word as part of a conversation you might have with a friend, a colleague, or a neighbor. The next phrase is break in. This can mean to enter a place by force or to get used to something new. For example, someone tried to break in last night. Say it with me. Someone tried to break in last night. Or, I need to break in these new shoes. Repeat. I need to break in these new shoes. Here's break into. This means to enter, often for a specific reason, or to suddenly start doing something. For example, she broke into the conversation to share her idea. Say it with me. She broke into the conversation to share her idea. Now we have check on. This means to make sure someone or something is okay. For example, can you check on the baby? Say it with me. Can you check on the baby? Or, I'll check on the food in the oven. Repeat. I'll check on the food in the oven. The next is count on. This means to rely on someone or something. For example, you can count on me to help. Say it with me. You can count on me to help. Here's cut off. This means to stop something or interrupt. For example, the phone call was cut off. Say it with me. The phone call was cut off. Or, don't cut me off while I'm talking. Repeat. Don't cut me off while I'm talking. Another useful one is do over. This means to repeat something to improve it. For example, I made a mistake. I need to do it over. Say it with me. I made a mistake. I need to do it over. Now, let's use these in a short scene. Repeat after me. Can you check on the kids? Sure. You can count on me. The call cut off just now. Okay, let's do the meeting over. By the way, did you hear about the break-in at the store? Yes, someone broke into the office last night. The next phrase is fall apart. This means to break into pieces or to stop functioning. For example, my old chair is starting to fall apart. Say it with me. My old chair is starting to fall apart. Or, she fell apart after hearing the news. Repeat. She fell apart after hearing the news. Here's fall behind. This means to not keep up with a schedule or expectation. For example, I fell behind on my homework. Say it with me. I fell behind on my homework. Now we have get along. This means to have a good relationship. For example, do you get along with your coworkers? Say it with me. Do you get along with your coworkers? The next is get together. This means to meet socially. For example, let's get together for lunch next week. Say it with me. Let's get together for lunch next week. Another common one is go over. This means to review something. For example, let's go over the plan one more time. Say it with me. Let's go over the plan one more time. Here's go through. This means to experience something or to examine something carefully. For example, I had to go through a lot to finish this project. Say it with me. I had to go through a lot to finish this project. Or, go through these papers and see what's important. Repeat. Go through these papers and see what's important. Let's put these into a conversation. Repeat after me. I fell behind on my work this week. Don't worry, we can go over it together. Thanks. It will help me get along better with the team. Sure, we should all get together soon. I know. After what we went through last month, we deserve it. The next phrase is hold on to. This means to keep something. For example, hold on to your ticket until the end of the show. Say it with me. Hold on to your ticket until the end of the show. Or, hold on to that thought. I'll come back to it. Repeat. Hold on to that thought. I'll come back to it. Here's keep up. This means to continue doing something or to maintain a level. For example, keep up the good work. Say it with me. Keep up the good work. Or, I can't keep up with all these emails. Repeat. I can't keep up with all these emails. Now we have leave out. This means to omit something. For example, you left out an important detail. Say it with me. You left out an important detail. The next is make up for. This means to compensate for something. For example, I'll make up for being late by buying you lunch. Say it with me. I'll make up for being late by buying you lunch. Another is mess up. This means to make a mistake. For example, I messed up my presentation. Say it with me. I messed up my presentation. Let's do a quick scene. Repeat after me. I messed up the report. Don't worry, you can make up for it tomorrow. Okay. I'll leave out the extra parts next time. Just keep up the good work. Got it. I'll hold on to the notes you gave me. The next phrase is put up with. This means to tolerate something. For example, I can't put up with this noise anymore. Say it with me. I can't put up with this noise anymore. Here's set off. This can mean to start a journey or to trigger something. For example, we set off early in the morning. Say it with me. We set off early in the morning. Or, the alarm was set off by accident. Repeat. The alarm was set off by accident. Now we have show up late. This is a common phrase meaning to arrive after the expected time. For example, he showed up late to the meeting. Say it with me. He showed up late to the meeting. The next is speak up. This means to talk louder or express your opinion. For example, please speak up. I can't hear you. Say it with me. Please speak up. I can't hear you. Let's practice a mini conversation. Repeat after me. We set off at sunrise but got delayed. Yeah, I showed up late too. You should speak up if there's a problem. I know, I just didn't want to mess up the plan. Well, I can put up with delays, but not silence. Let's keep building your list of everyday American words and expressions. Remember, you're not just learning the meanings. You're learning how to say them naturally and use them confidently. In real conversations, so repeat with me and imagine the situation each time. The next phrase is stand by. This means to be ready or to support someone. For example, please stand by for further instructions. Say it with me. Please stand by for further instructions. Or, I'll stand by you no matter what happens. Repeat. I'll stand by you no matter what happens. Here's stand out. This means to be noticeable or special. For example, her bright red dress made her stand out in the crowd. Say it with me. Her bright red dress made her stand out in the crowd. Now we have stick to. This means to continue doing something or to follow a plan. For example, you should stick to your goals. Say it with me. You should stick to your goals. Or, let's stick to the plan we made. Repeat. Let's stick to the plan we made. The next is take care of. This means to look after something or someone. For example, I'll take care of the bills. Say it with me. I'll take care of the bills. Or, please take care of yourself. Repeat. Please take care of yourself. Here's take part in. This means to join an activity. For example, I'm going to take part in the competition.